Families come in all shapes and sizes, and these celebrities prove the more, the merrier. Access Hollywood is highlighting some famous A-listers who have 4 kids or more, from Kris Jenner to Nick Cannon and Angelina Jolie. Gal Gadot recently welcomed her 4th child with husband Jaron Varsano. She announced the happy news earlier this month on Instagram, revealing her newborn daughter's sweet name, Ori. The pair have been married since 2008 and are already parents to 3 daughters, 12-year-old Alma, 6-year-old Maya, and 2-year-old Daniela. Back in December 2020, the Wonder Woman star joked her little girls aren't impressed by her superhero status.
First of all, they don't admire me. They're my boss. They just want me to do stuff for them.
Gal isn't the only celeb who welcomed her 4th child recently. Miranda Kerr announced on Snapchat earlier this month the arrival of her son, Pierre Kerr Spiegel. This is her 3rd child with husband Evan Spiegel. Pierre joins 3 older brothers, 13-year-old Flynn, 5-year-old Hart, and 4-year-old Miles. Kerr shares Miles and Hart with Evan, and Flynn with ex-husband Orlando Bloom. Before giving birth, the Cora Organics founder sat with Access Hollywood and revealed how excited her 3 sons were to welcome their baby brother.
They love it. They're just like a little team together. They love each other. They all play together, and I get teary thinking about it.
Another famous model with multiple kids, Chrissy Teigen and John Legend. The pair are mom and dad to 7-year-old daughter Luna, 5-year-old son Miles, 1-year-old daughter Esty, and 8-month-old son Ren. They also suffered a pregnancy loss when Chrissy was expecting their baby boy Jack. Chrissy has been open about her journey on social media. When we spoke to the cookbook author in February 2022, she explained how her 2 oldest kids always make sure there's never a dull moment in their household.
When we were doing season 2, it was like a year ago, and my kids weren't fighting yet. So that's why I'm like, season 3, it's on, because I have really been confronted with a lot of conflict now. My kids something clicked in the last 2 months where they realize, or they maybe think that we're only gonna pick one of them in the end or something, and they are just so competitive and so everything. Anyone with 2 kids or multiple children understand that it's just like a constant juggle of the most ridiculous fights you've ever heard in your life, and the little mumblings to each other and the back talk, and that's all really picking up for us a lot now. So season 3, I can already predict, I'm definitely gonna be a lot more unhinged when it comes to not having time for anyone's bullcrap.
Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds also have 4 kids. They share 3 daughters, 9-year-old James, 7-year-old Inez, and 4-year-old Betty. They also quietly welcomed their 4th child in February of 2023. And even when he's away from his kids, Ryan finds a way to keep them close. In November 2022, he showed us the sweet bracelet his daughters made him ahead of the 2022 American Cinematic Awards.
If you wouldn't mind, there's a bracelet on your arm I want to know a little bit more about.
My kids made me bracelets, I know, and I would be foolish to not wear them, but yeah, my daughter spelled dad DVD, which I think is weirdly like a double entendre for my job.
There you go.
I guess.
See? Brilliant.
12 years ago. But yeah.
Of course, we can't talk about large families without mentioning Angelina Jolie and Kris Jenner. Angie and ex Brad Pitt share a blended family of 6. The pair are parents to 22-year-old son Maddox, 19-year-old daughter Zahara, 20-year-old son Pax, 17-year-old daughter Shiloh, and 15-year-old twins Knox and Vivian. Back in 2020, Angie spoke to Access Hollywood's Scott Evans about her kids and said they always try to have fun.
I think what I'm so happy about is that the kids have a good sense of what life really is about, and we enjoy that we're privileged to go to some of these parties and celebrate film, and it's fun. We don't take it as this is the most important thing in the world and oh my God, we have a laugh together, we play together, and we're usually laughing when we're on some carpet.
Another famous matriarch, Kris Jenner. The 68-year-old is mom to 6 children. She shares 44-year-old daughter Courtney, 43-year-old daughter Kim, 39-year-old daughter Khloe, and 37-year-old son Rob with her first husband, Robert Kardashian. She also shares 2 daughters, 28-year-old Kendall and 26-year-old Kylie with ex Caitlyn Jenner. And their family keeps growing. Her eldest daughter, Kourtney Kardashian, welcomed her 4th child, Rocky Barker, in November. She shares her little one with husband Travis Barker, and the pair have quite the happy family. Court is also mom to 14-year-old son Mason, 11-year-old daughter Penelope, and 9-year-old son Rain, all of whom she shares with her ex, Scott Disick, while Travis is dad to 20-year-old son Landon and 18-year-old daughter Alabama, who he shares with his ex, Shayna Moakler. He is also stepdad to 24-year-old daughter Atiana de la Hoya. Kourtney's little sister, Kim, also has 4 kids. The Skims founder shares her 10-year-old daughter North, 8-year-old son Saint, 6-year-old daughter Chicago, and 4-year-old son Psalm with ex-husband Kanye West. Back in 2022, Access chatted with the Kardashians, and they talked about their growing family.
I think there's always room for this family to grow. I have 11 grandchildren now.
Oh my
so
gosh.
that to me is overwhelming. When we started filming, I didn't have one. So think
my
about
gosh.
that. I mean, it's crazy.
Hot grandma, by the way. Can we just give props back there? What do the kids call you again?
Lovey.
Lovey.
Another famous A-lister with a big fam, Bruce Willis. The actor is the ultimate girl dad with 5 daughters. He shares 35-year-old Rumor, 32-year-old Scout, and 30-year-old Tallulah with ex-wife Demi Moore. He is also dad to 11-year-old daughter Mabel and 9-year-old daughter Evelyn, whom he shares with wife Emma Hemming. Nick Cannon has a big family of his own too. The Wild 'N Out host is dad to 12 children with 6 different women. His family includes 12-year-old twins Moroccan and Monroe, whom he shares with ex Mariah Carey, 6-year-old son Golden, 2-year-old daughter Powerful Queen, and 1-year-old son Rise Messiah, whom he shares with Brittany Bell. He is also dad to 2-year-old twin sons Zion and Zillion, and a 1-year-old daughter Beautiful Zeppelin, whom he shares with Abby De La Rosa. He also shares a 1-year-old son with Selling Sunset star Brie Tiesi and 1-year-old daughter named Onyx Ice with Lanisha Cole. Lastly, he is father to 2 children with Alyssa Scott, son Zen, who sadly passed away at 5 months after being diagnosed with brain cancer, and 1-year-old daughter Halo Marie. The rapper has been very honest with fans about his life as a father and co-parenting with 6 women. Back in April 2023, he joined The Howard Stern Show and talked about his relationship with them and how he is currently focusing on himself.
I'm not out there like that. I'm not dating. I'm really trying to focus on myself and my children. So I wouldn't even know. Like my bandwidth doesn't even allow me to kind of be in that space.
But Nick, the only people you date are your wives, the women that you have.
My wives.
Well,
I
you know
don't
what
have
I mean.
wives
The women who have your babies. You now closed it off to those 6 women.
And even they don't want nothing to do with me.
Really? Is that true? Like, have you said to some of them, listen, why should we stop being romantic just because we had a baby?
I get in trouble with them every single day. I mean, I think it's really, it sounds wild, but my main focus is either my children or work. And it's a healthy balance.